Bacteria can silence an AI rack for 6 hours, and critics still called Zach Laberge a science fair teenager. At 14, Zach Laberge skipped the approved path and entered industries that usually laugh at kids. Industrial tech investors saw his age first, not the machinery obsession that would eventually become Omen AI. Before adulthood, he had already raised $3 million, putting sensors on construction equipment nobody glamorous wanted. Then one startup died, giving Zach Laberge something rarer than hype, a working memory for breakdowns. In 2024, while everyone chased models and chips, Laberge founded Omen around the messier intelligence inside fluids. The bridge looked bizarre. Caterpillar-adjacent channels, turbines, generators, then suddenly liquid-cooled AI racks needing chemistry, not slogans. Critics mocked bacterial coolant monitoring as science fair biology, even as downtime math turned tiny microbes into existential risk. Omen's real enemy was boring and deadly, operators mailing samples to labs while expensive machines kept running blind. Rehook. One contaminated cooling loop can cost millions, because an AI rack keeps burning money before anyone sees bacteria. Instead of waiting on lab reports, Omen built tiny spectrometers that read coolant chemistry on site, in real time. Copper meant pump wear, chromium signaled degradation, silicon hinted seal failure. Fluids were writing diagnostics in plain sight. But AI infrastructure analysts kept saying power and chip supply mattered more, treating coolant as background plumbing. And after a $31 million Series A, Zach Laberge no longer had permission to be merely interesting. Humanizing pivot. Zach Laberge doesn't romanticize machines. He studies failure signatures like a diagnostician reading symptoms before collapse. That dropout instinct matters. He never waited for institutional permission, because practical evidence always outranked polished maturity. What looked opportunistic was actually consistent. Construction equipment, turbines, and data centers all fail through hidden fluid stories. Omen was betting the industry had misranked risk, treating coolant as secondary while AI workloads made thermal failure catastrophic. To win, Laberge had to bridge two procurement cultures, grimy industrial maintenance and hyperscale data center urgency. And that weird bridge started working, with CAD-adjacent channels and data center customers validating Omen's unglamorous thesis. If AI becomes physical infrastructure, founders who understand coolant biology may matter as much as software architects. Zach Laberge is forcing a larger argument. Reliability isn't downstream from intelligence. Reliability decides whether intelligence stays online. Payoff. The teenager dismissed as too weird built Omen where invisible coolant chemistry could decide multi-million-dollar AI uptime. So who matters now? The loudest AI visionary or Zach Laberge reading weak signals before failure? Subscribe.